Good morning, Jared again. But Andrew was close. Andrew, you were close. Don't give up. 20 for Jared. Thank you for the roses. JDM in third with the ice cream cone. Andrew, you were close. It was neck and neck. Good morning, Mike Jones. Good morning, YouTube. We fixed the YouTube problem. Right here. We fixed the YouTube problem. That's funny. Good morning, everybody. That was real close, yep. And I can see when a GIF slides across, it's like, almost like a race. I can see to the finish line who gets there first. Mike Jones with the rose. Good morning, everyone. Tap that screen. Share the live out. We are back. Normal hours. Get your heartbeats in. Don't forget them heartbeats. Keep tapping, everybody. I'm going to map out the SPY here for us, okay? Boom, 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 boom. Good morning, my YouTubers. Good morning, my TikTokers. Leroy with the rose. Pow Daddy with the heartbeat. Elite with the goat. User with the heartbeat and the goat. Thank you so much. Good morning, everybody. Elite just reached member level 7 in the gifting team. Congratulations, Elite level 7. Yes, it is. Thank you so much for your support, Elite. Powder! Powder with the TikTok balloons, the first of 4. Thank you, Powder, for those, the first of 4 of the gold. The TikTok balloons to the moon. Let's go, baby. Michelle Burns, good morning to you. How we doing, YouTube? They're coming in now over there on the tubes. Hello, YouTube. We are at 3,000 likes. As soon as we get to 10,000, we will get started. Mark Meza with the lightning. Thank you, Mr. Meza, with the lightning and the heartbeat. Davion with the heartbeat. Yes, it is. And the lightnings. Thank you, Davion. My tongue is feeling better already this morning. Still hurts, but it's a lot better than last night. Only if you were in the VIP live training last night do you know about the tongue story. Candy with the heartbeat and Candy with the second balloons. 50% of that goal already smashed. Good morning, checking on. How are you? Good morning, Lobo Jano. Sue. Oh, man. Only the VIP that were on the live training last night know about the tongue story and the YouTube story. Let's go, my babies. Brad James with his heartbeat. Yes, if you're here for the first time, give us a follow. We are on every day, Monday through Sunday. After you give us a follow, if you can, and get your heartbeats in. To the moon. We are at 6,000 likes. Keep tapping, everybody. Keep tapping it. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. How are we doing this week? Are we having a green week or a red week? Put it in the chat. Are we having a green week or a red week? Put it in the chat. Let me move the price action over here a little bit for you guys, so you can get those prices. That's the most important thing, right? There we go. Look at that beauty. Look at that beauty, YouTube. Look at that. We are at 9,000 likes. Green, yes, green. Jakey, good morning, green. Look at all these VIPers. Love you guys. Yep. It is what it is. Good morning, everyone. My name is Voss. Hope you all are doing well. We're on every day, Monday through Sunday. All that we ask is that you like the live, the entire live, okay? And share the live out. Thanks to Katana Lim and Candy. Share that live, everybody. Let's go. Everyone, just share it, share it, share it. All right? Here we go. Miss Market, we are in a neutral state. We are in position 2 to the downside. What you have to watch, folks, is right here. You got your first pivot at 561.34. If you went back yesterday and look at the lines that I mapped out on most of them, they hit them and rejected. So right here, boom, 561.34. Then you can look for a possible position 3 reversal back to the upside. Just want to make sure everybody's awake. Did I just wake you up? Very, very good here on SPY, okay? You got to get back over 567 to the upside here on SPY, above the whip zone level. And then you will have room above a 567 up to 571. Mark that level down. 571, your 1 hour pivots will be your first stop. And then 573.50 will be your next stop here on Miss Markets. How was the open yesterday, everybody? I wasn't able to trade. Carry with the third balloons. We got one more out there. Let's head over to AMD. We're not going to forget our AMD, okay, everybody? We love AMD. We love AMD. Let's see what we got here. Boom. AMD currently, right now, you are in a narrow state. It's about the only thing I saw, I believe, that was in a narrow state this morning. And you are in position 1 to the downside here on AMD. Let's just mark us out. Good. Okay. On AMD right now, position 1 under the whip zone, you got room down to 105.59. Mark that level down. 105.59 right now under position 1. You got a clearing bar. You'll be looking good. On the 5-minute, you'll be clearing. And on the 15, you're already clearing. Okay, so AMD looks delicious. I'm going to put it on watch right out of the open here on AMD for a possible move to the downside. And I'm looking, folks, right down here to the 200 on the 5-minute. 105.59. Mark that level down on AMD. Tesla, here we go, everybody. Keep tapping, share that live out. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, here we go. Tesla's narrow to the moon on Tesla. Hold on, folks. Hold on tight. Right here on Tesla, you're in a narrow state. You are in position 1 currently. But we got the granddaddy right there on Tesla. I'm going to finish mapping these out real quick for you. And then, boom, here we go. Tesla, position 1 in a narrow state. First stop, 237 to the upside. You see that? 237. If you can get over 237 to the upside with a retest, you will have room, folks, up to your 1 hour pivot, which will be right here. Boom, 241, mark it down. Double top up there on the hourly, 241. Under the whip zone of 2, down under 232, you have room down to 230 and then 229 on Tesla. Mark those levels out, everybody. What's next? Manny being Manny with the hat and mustache. Yes, it is. Carrie, thank you so much for the heart me as well. Nvidia. As Patter would say, Nvidia. I haven't heard him say that in a while, though. Nvidia. Right now, we are in a neutral state on Nvidia. We are in position, the start of position 2 to the downside. Your 5 looks good. Your 15-minute right there, you got the granddaddy of them all. 117, you're right here. You see it? 117 whole number, 15-minute granddaddy. You got good support there on Nvidia to the downside. We go back to the upside here. Above 119, you will have room up to right here, 120. Mark it down. To the upside, you got room up to 120. And to the downside on Nvidia, you have room down to 117. What's next? Put it on the board. Let's do a little Google. We forgot Google yesterday, everybody. Poor little Google. Oh, I'm so sorry, Google. I'm so sorry. How's XRP doing after that great news, everybody? Hold on. I can't see the YouTube chat. Wait a minute, folks. Hold on. Wait a minute here. Can't see my YouTubers. Let me put you over here. Hello, YouTube. I'm sorry. I was wondering why nobody was chatting. Hold on over there. YouTube to the moon. Let's go. Teddy Fluos, Raphael Tovar, Kumar, Diddy. What's up? Cotton Mole, Justin Richards. Look at all these people over there. KK. The Creative Cauldron. How are you, my friend? SM, you keep asking about that goddamn WAP. I'll tell you when it's working. Good morning. We got Google coming up right now, Tenny Flows, and then the Qs. Right now, we are in a narrow state. We are in the whip zone here on Google. You got to get under 163.79 down, 165.45 to the upside. Your 5-minute looks good. 15-minute, watch that 15-minute 200 right there, okay? We're going to come back to this. 1 hour, you look good. Daily, got to get that daily in there. Hold on here. Boom. All right, here we go. Google under the whip zone, under 163.79. You will have room down to 159. Mark that on Google, okay? Do we got that on Google? Above the whip zone of 165.45, watch this first pivot right there. That's a granddaddy at 165.60. So let's get over 165.60 to the upside on this, okay? And then you will have room up to the granddaddy, 175. You got a nice straight shoot up there, up and down, okay? You just have to get over that pivot above the granddaddy and to the downside. Boom, right there. You got a nice ATR on this right now on Google. Mark those levels down. Teddy Flows, I think you noticed that, didn't you? That's why you picked that out. Good for you, Teddy Flows. You've been doing amazing over there in our VIP. It's like you just went on a rocket ship all of a sudden. You were just like, boom, I'm a great trader now. Crazy, isn't it? You never know when it's your time, folks. You never know when it's going to click, okay? So keep studying those VIP education videos. Keep showing up to the live trainings. Keep posting your trades correctly, or we're just going to delete them. Here we are. We are in a neutral state on Google, on the Qs. We are in position 2 to the downside here on the Qs. Your 5-minute looks good. You're all bunched up. That's what we like. On the 15-minute, you are under the 200 right now. Now, that is resistance now coming back to the upside right around there at 477 coming back up. So mark that down, okay? And the hourly looks good. So let's put this into the big picture. Right now on the Qs to the downside, you have room down to this pivot area of 473. Mark that down. Above the whip zone, 480.41. You have room up to 483 and then 485 on them Qs. Get those Qs, everybody. Sneal with the rose. Chewy with the heartbeat. Thank you so much for the gifts, everybody. Casa with the follow. The trainings are life-changing. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. MU. And we got new ones coming out. Wait for those bad boys. All right, here we go, everybody. I do some fine work, if I say so myself. Right now, we are in a neutral state on MU. Where are we at here on MU? Where this thing gap down to 99.62. I thought this was going to the moon. What happened to MU? What happened here? Look at that. Position 3 all the way down there. Let's get our hourly up. On MU, you got room down to $98. Hold number. Mark that down. That's where your next pivot is. And then $96, okay? 98 and 96. On the 1 hour, back over 103.50, you will have room up to 105 on MU. All right? Be careful there with MU. What about XRP to the moon? What happened to that, huh? Where's X? Holy moly. Remember that guy on here the other day? What happened to him? Look,
We got news from the government. Oh, Jesus Christ.
he's going to the moon. What the hell happened here? What happened? I thought we were going to the moon. I got in all the way up here. Silly boys. Toots Magoots. Hey, thank you for the heartbeat, Toots. I like that name. Toots Magoots. And the Rose. Everyone say hello to Toots Magoots. That's a top 3 name right there. Very nice. What else are we looking at? PLTR. You can tell when the crypto kitties are quiet. They disappear. They go back into their holes. Has anyone ever noticed that? And then when they get news, like the government's not going to investigate anymore, they start paying. They come out, we're going to the moon, Voss, I'm telling you. And then they disappear again when it doesn't. Why is that? Why is that? Why don't you learn how to do this the right way? Stop looking for the get-rich-quick scheme. Here we are, PLTR. We are in a narrow state. We are in position 2 to the downside currently on PLTR. Right now, you are under the 5-minute 200. This is now a resistance back to the upside here on PLTR. We're going to map this out. Boom. Let's get our hourly. And boom. And we got to get our daily in for you guys. The dailies are good. Okay, here we go. Under 86.20. Be careful. But you're in a narrow state. You can still go, all right? You got room on PLTR, guys. You got room down at $84 on PLTR, all right? And you're in a narrow state. Doesn't mean you're going to get a straight shoot to it. You can get a little bit of this, come back up, and move to the downside. 84.10, all right? Above the whip zone of $88. Above $88. Let's see what we got. You got room up to 89 and then 90. Mark that down on PLTR. Those are some good levels right there. Narrow state, I'll take that. I'll take that. Thank you, Toots. Good morning, Alakai. Costco. Of course I can do Costco. How we doing over there, YouTube? I got you. Thank you, Teddy Flows. Joseph Bermudez. I don't know what you're talking about over there. Most of those people don't. All right, here we go. What are we doing? Costco. Let's do it. This guy's over here trying to sell a brokership. Just learn how to trade. Don't worry about the broker. Over there trying to sell brokerships. Right here on, yeah, I'm going to buy it. Oh, yeah. Ernie. All right, Ernie. Here we go. We are in a neutral state. We are in position 1 to the downside currently on Costco. On the 5-minute to the downside, you're clear. All right. On the 15-minute, I'm just marking these out. You're clear. On the 1 hour to the downside on Costco, you got room down at 888. 888 hold number on Google. Costco, sorry. You got to get back over $900.61 to the upside on this, okay? And then you will have room up to 908. Get over 961 for a move up to 908 on Costco. I'll leave it up there for a second for you to mark those levels out, okay? Boom! There you go. Toots! I love that name. Toots Magoots. I'm going to have to steal that. Follow, what is that? Isaiah. Thank you for the follow, Isaiah. The Matador with Boeing. Where is my man? Is he over there? Where the hell is he? Teddy Flows, I got to make you a moderator over there. Boom. There you go. There you go, Teddy Flows. You are now a moderator. You can mute the mutants and do whatever the hell you want over there, all right? Where's Mr. Dave? He's fired. Oscar Urbano, good morning. Boeing, let's do it. Who do you love when you come undone? Oh, yeah. Who do you need? Here we go right now, Boeing. We are in a neutral state. We are in the whip zone here on Boeing. Our best plays come out of that whip zone a lot. Remember that, all right, everybody? All righty. Hold on. I'm mapping these out for you. All right, hold on here. We want to make sure you're taking care of all my little babies here. Bump, ba-dump, ba-dump, bump. Who do you need? All right, here we go. Boeing. under the whip zone of 172.17. Boom, right there. 172 whole number. You got to pivot. So we know we got to get under 172 to the downside, okay? Mark that down. You got to get back over 173.10 to the upside as we head over to the 15-minute here. Under 172, you got room down to 170.88. All right, 170.88 here on Boeing. Mark that down. Under the whip zone, boom, down to 170.88. Above 173 to the upside here on Boeing, you have room up to 174, coming right into these hourly pivots. Yes, it is. Let's go. What's next? What do we got? I love this game, Netflix. God, being good at trading is sexy, folks. It's just sexy. All you men out there, learn how to do this. The women will love you. And ladies, the men will come crawling. We are in a new, I'm not kidding either. We are in a neutral state currently on Netflix. We are in position 2 to the downside. You're under this pivot over here, okay? On the 5-minute, you look good. Wheelhouse, yep. 15. Where is that sucker? There he is. Boom. Let's mark that down. Hourly. There he is. Boom. Mark that down. Daily. Good. All right. Here we go. Netflix, you're in position 2 to the downside. You're in that neutral state. You have room down here on Netflix. That's a little bit too large. So your first stop on this will be 934 on Netflix to the downside. Mark that level down, okay? Above the whip zone, we're coming back up. Above 955.35. Here we come. 955.35, you have room up to 967 and then 972 on your granddaddy. Mark that down, everybody. Boom! Toots Magoots with the rose again. MS Steel with the goat. Thank you. Barry Shaman with the follow. Good morning, my Kate. How are you, my Kate? IWM. IWM's a good one, guys, if you catch it at the right moment, all right? Got to get an A+ setup on this, though. Here we go. We are in a neutral state on IWM. We are in position 2 to the downside here on IWM. 5-minute looks good. On the 15-minute, you're coming into the granddaddy there. 202.78. Mark that level down. 202.78 to the downside. On the hourly, you also got 202.78 pivots right here. Mark that down. That's double confirmation, okay? On the hourly, above 206, you have room up to 207 and then 208 here on IWM. I'll mark those levels down, please. The real Cortez Johnson, yeah, with the GOAT. Euphoria Innovation with the follow. Stocks and sports guy, they never mix well together. Now, they do, as long as doesn't say stocks and sports, BETTING guy. Broadcom. Let's see, Meta. Davion, did you get that one? Here we go. Sports and weather together. That was Sam Champion and Mike Piazza, wasn't it? Here we go. Meta, we are in a position 1 to the downside. Thank you, Mike. Kate completes the goal. The TikTok balloons. You know where those balloons are going right now, everybody? Put it in the chat. The balloons are in the air. Where are the balloons going? Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Where are they going, everybody? Where are them balloons going before we do Meta? Let's see if you guys know. Where are they going, everybody? Where are they going? To the moon! You got it. Congratulations. Oh, man. We are in a neutral state on Meta. We are in position 1 to the downside here on Meta. You got a 5-minute pivot right down here at 579.70. Mark that 5-minute pivot down, okay? On the 15, you look good. On the hourly, watch that 579 pivot. What was it? 579. 579.85 pivot, all right? You also on the hourly, it's right there. Above the whip zone, you have room on Meta up to 607. 607 on delicious Meta. Let's go, baby. Hit that follow button. If you're here for the first time, hit that follow button. Make sure you're tapping those likes over there on YouTube as well. If you want to get into VIP, you're going to head over to thevosstrading.com. That is where you go into the VIP. Everybody, $25 a month, $275 for the year, but only join the VIP if you're disciplined. All right? I don't want you just coming in with the lazy attitude, because you're going to waste our time. And I don't like people that waste my time. All right? So if you really want to learn how to trade the right way, you want to start winning, you want to become a trader, there's 3 reasons why. What do we always tell you guys? To supplement your income, to replace your income, or time freedom. If that is something that is very important to you, I want you in the VIP. If it's not, go haunt another house. Let's go, baby. What are we looking at? What else are we doing? Thank you for the follow. Business coach, how are you? Fix stars. Thank you for the follow, Fix Stars. I appreciate you. Don't whip me now. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum. Hold on. Just fixing this over here. Whoa. Sometimes, I think I need a new phone, everybody. I think I dropped this enough times. Hit that tap. Tap that out, baby. Tap it out. We need a tap blitz. We are under. We're at 31,543. Tony, Italy, to the moon. Never sell, Tony. That's why he's broke. That's why Tony, the Italian, is broke with that fake AI photo. Everyone say goodbye to Tony. Bye, Tony. Bye-bye. Cuckoos. Cuckoos. Coin. Let's see what we got. Most Italians are broke, folks. Remember that. All right, here we go. Don't let them fool you. All right, don't let them fool you. Right now, we are in a narrow state. We are in position 1 to the downside. Position 1 to the downside. On the 5-minute, you're coming right into the granddaddy here. You see it? You must get under Mr. Granddaddy. 186.89 to the downside. 190.44 to the upside. Now, if we get under 186.99, you have room down to the 15-minute 200, 186. Mark that down, folks, okay? On the 1 hour, here we go. Above 190.44, you have room up to this triple top. 194 whole number. Mark it down. Ashley Martin, how are you over there? Why doesn't anyone on YouTube have real photos? Well, I want to know why that is. Only Tennille, that beautiful Tennille, has a real photo over there. Everyone's got like this icon thing. Like you for the follow, Metsu, D, Tebow, hot boy. Hot boy, I will. With no photo. Thank you for the follow, though. Am I buying coin? No. XRP? Nope. Gavin Pizzay with the follow, MSTR. Let's see what we got. Oh, the crypto kitties. Losing mommy's inheritance. Sad. It really is sad. That's all right. We'll take it. All right, here we go, everybody. We are in a narrow state. We are in position 2 to the downside on MSTR. You're coming into that 5-minute 200 right there. Boom! You got to get under that with a retest, right? We don't trade into the 200. Go try it, Crypto Kitty, and let me know how you make out. Get under 296 to the downside here on MSTR. On the 15-minute, 1 hour to the upside, above 303.50, you have room up to 309 on MSTR. 309. Mark it down. Chicken Tights, what's up, baby? Thank you for the cap. User Love Stick with the rose. Twisted Stash with the heart me. Thank you. Ashalicious. Ashalicious. I like that. With the follow. Everyone say hello to Ashalicious. Apple. Let's go, Apple. Together. Right now, we are in a neutral state on Apple. We are in position 2 to the downside. 5-minute, you look good, up and down. On the 15-minute, you look good. On the hourly, yes, it is. You got room on Apple right here. Stay there. Down to 210, and then you have room down to 208 on Apple. To the upside, above the whip zone of 215, you have room up to 216. Then you have room up to 217 on Apple. Come on, Apple. Buckle up. Let's go, Apple. Mr. Dave, there he is. So, Tennille, give him the tardy slip, would you? Give him the tardy slip. Hello, bro. How are you, Trade King? Hello, bro. Thank you, Tennille. No, wrong URL, Tennille. Wrong URL. I'm going to type it in for you, okay? That is what you want. Frankie Bones, there he is. What's up, Frankie Bones? How long have you been depositing in the market? Frankie, how long have you been a depositor in the market? Tell me. Sue, thank you for the likes, my Sue. How long do you think Frankie Bones has been depositing in the market? Anyone have a guess? With that name, I say about, he hasn't quit yet. It's coming close, though. I say 6 months. What do you guys got? What do you got? I say he's been trading maybe 6 months. He'll quit. Right now he's in that quitting stage. He hasn't figured it out yet. A long time. QBTS. He's on that undecided quitting phase. So right now he's mad at himself. So he's like, let's go into other chats and try to make them miserable because he's miserable. All right, QBTS, we are in a neutral state. We are in position 1 to the downside. Watch that state, everybody. Watch that state. Let me get rid of these from the other day so we don't confuse the hell out of you. All right, stand by. Stand by. You're in position 1 to the downside. You're in this neutral state. You're fighting for pennies here already. On the 5-minute, no. Hourly, no. Let's go find you some support here. Your next level of support, $7.67 and then $7. $7 is your next level of support on this. I would leave this alone right now, QBTS. You know what I'm saying? Mike Jones with the hat and mustache. Mike Jones with the rose. Apuna Matata with the rose. Yes, it is. The GOAT, the stocks and sports guy. I knew I liked you. Thank you with the GOAT. Lino Rocha with the lightning. Chicken tights with the cap. Chicken tights. Trying to figure out what that is. What's a chicken tight? Toto with the follow. JPM, Johnny Moore. What's up, baby? How are you, my Johnny Moore? How are you? Sue, they will all join the VIP once they're sick and tired of being sick and tired. But they have to realize Miss Market hasn't crushed their ego enough yet. But she will. She will. It's coming. We are in a narrow state on JPM. We are in position 2 to the downside, Johnny Moore. You are under the 200. This is now resistance coming back up at 238. All right, mark that down. 238 coming back up. On the 15-minute, you look pretty good here to the downside. On the hourly, you're under the 22. Johnny, you got room down to 236 here on JPM. To the upside, you have room up to 242 on JPM. It's Tone. Do you have a recommendation on a screener site? Yes, quit trading while you're ahead. Nvidia. Don't trade anymore. Nvidia, right now, we are in a narrow state. All right, you got this pivot at 117 right here. You must get under this pivot with a retest to the downside. We do not short into whole numbers. Above 119 to the upside here on Nvidia. We look, all right, We got room up to 120 on Nvidia. Microsoft, what's up, Talons? How are you? All right, Microsoft. Woo! Let's go, Microsoft, to the moon. Let's go, my babies.
Am I going to find my fair value gap today?
Am I going to find my fair value? Hey, the crypto kitties on TikTok are disappearing. Anyone ever notice that? Huh? We don't have many stock people on there anymore. We are in a neutral state. We are in position 2 to the downside on Microsoft. Watch this pivot right here that you're running into, okay? Right there. 383, whole number right down here. Market. On the 15-minute, you were under your 200. If you get a good support for a move back up, you have room back up to 384.63 here on Microsoft, okay? Above 388, you will have room up to 392 on Microsoft. XX Hyper 77 with the GOAT and the GGs. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. The Eagle, the one. How are you, Eagle? Sean McMahon, you day trade. You've been doing it 5 years. I've been doing it, be 21 in April. Good for you, Sean. Who saw the article come out about day traders yesterday? You make up 25% of the market now, and that was only 3 brokers, so it's really higher than that. Congratulations to all you beautiful day traders. As my mentor told me a few years ago, it's going to rise, and it has risen. Everybody, congratulate each and every one of you right now for being a trader. Say hello to each other and say congratulations. Let's do it. That's true. They're all in the VIP. You're right about that. Congratulate each other. Thank you, Eagle One. I love you. Congratulations. So when someone says to you now, oh, you're one of those traders? Yep. And so is the majority of everyone else. But the thing you're going to tell them is that you're a winning trader. That's what you're going to tell them. What else are we looking at? Let's go back to Uber. We got to get Uber. You all can do this, my beautiful babies. You guys can do this. Everybody is doing it now. Learn how to do it. Just because if everyone was going to jump off the BRIDGE, would you? No, you're going to learn how to jump the right way. Right now, Uber, you are in a narrow state. You are in position 2 to the downside here on Uber. On the 5-minute, you have room down to $73. You also have the granddaddy there, major support level there on Uber, demand zone. Right there, 73, market down. On the 1 hour, above a 74.56, you have room up to 75.68. That's where your 1 hour 200 is going to be. Market. Thank you, XX Hyper, with the winning chip. Thank you, OG Big Poppy. VIP is where things are at. You got it. You get in there, we're going to teach you how to trade. It's that simple. The only way you lose is if you quit. Remember that. Tesla, you are in the whip zone currently in a narrow state here on Tesla. Above 236.26, you have room up to 237. Mark that down. Under the whip zone of 232, you have room, let's put it here, under 232, you're going to have room at this pivot right here, 227 and then 223 to the downside on Tesla. All righty? Watch this above the whip zone. Watch that level right there, 237. If you get over that, if you can get over 237 with a retest, you got room up to 242, folks. Market. IDC Enterprise with the donut. User with the follow. Elizabeth Maez with the follow. RHK. Elena. Buckseat Gamer with the follows. Thank you so much, everybody. Official Lauren Simmons. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate you. Let's go. Tap that screen. We're only at 30. Okay, I'm going to sign off. We're only at 36,600 likes. I'm going to give you all 2 minutes to get to 50,000 likes. 1, 2, 3, go. Zombie with the follow. Yandi with the follow. Ultron with the follow. And then we'll do SPY. Toots Magoots with the rose. Apuna Matata with the rose. YouTube, start tapping. Voss Trading is the best education. Thank you so much. Thank you. I hear you, Mr. Dave. I hear you, my brother. And then we're going to do Miss Market as soon as we hit 50,000 likes. Share it out. Tap it out. Brad James with the winning chip. Brad James with the lightning. Apuna with the goat. Yeah. Let's go. Let's go. We're at 42,000 likes already. See what happens? Teamwork makes the dream work. Thank you, IDC. Thank you. We got a lot of VIPers in there, that's for sure. Thank you, IDC. $44,000. We're going to the moon. Let's go. Measy with the Harvey. Kid's Eye with the follow. What's your thoughts on XRP? Stay away from it right now. Good morning, Salam. Sheila Lang wants a little Reddit, and then we'll come back and we'll do the SPY. Reddit, because I like you, Sheila Lang. We are in a narrow state on Reddit. You're in a narrow state. You are currently in position 2 to the downside here on Reddit. 5 minute looks good. 15, watch this pivot, Sheila Lang, right here at 105.50. Mark that level down, okay? 105.50. Above the whip zone of 110.30, Sheila Lang, you have room up to 113.50 on Reddit. Market, narrow state, Sheila, narrow. Ryan Lyon with the Harvey. There he is. What's up, my brother? I was right. Good job, Sheila. Yes, you are learning. Nike had earnings yesterday. Let's go over to a Nike. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. And yes, folks, just to announce this, because everybody else does, okay? Nah, I'm not going to say it. It's a big accomplishment. I'm not going to do it for somebody. They hit a certain figure. Nike, we are, and you all know the person too, we are in a neutral state on Nike currently. We are, where the hell are we here on Nike? I'm afraid to look. We are 65.95. The hell happened to Nike? We're way down there in position 3. Hello, Nike, where'd you go? Let's go get you some support on this. Jesus. Nike, yikes. Look at this fucking thing. Excuse my language. Ooh, I got to go to the daily. I got to go to the daily on this dumpster fire. Here we go. All right. Bear with me here. Why would you trade this right now? Nike, first stop, $65. Second stop, $64. 65 and 64 on Nike. Leave it alone. Gap and nap. That's what that's going to do. That's going to gap and go. Jesus. Nike. I'm glad I wear, what is it called? Under Armour shoes. Keep tapping, everybody. We're at 51,000. Don't stop tapping just because we reached the goal. Go to 75. Let's go, everybody. I love you. Meta, yes, let's do Meta. Gap and nap on Nike. You can see that a mile away. Right now on Meta, we are in position 1 to the downside. 5 minute. Watch this pivot here that we said before. 579.69, okay? On the 15, hourly, you have room under that pivot down to 577 and then 575 on Meta. Above the whip zone, 598.24. You got room up to 607 on Meta. Keep tapping, everybody. How we doing, tubes? YouTube. Ellen with the follow. Farm Journal Journey with the follow. How we doing, everybody? It's Friday. Options Friday. Third week of the month. Expiration City, everybody. So be careful. It's going to be choppy. Contagious happiness. I like you. I like it. Thank you for following me, Contagious. Thank you. Much love to you. It's Jakey. Soy. No, I don't eat soy. Miss Market. Right now on Miss Market. Whoa, Miss Market. Miss Market. Oh, Miss Market. Oh, my God, it's crashing, man. It's crashing. It's going to zero. Miss Market's crashing. You are in a neutral state. You're down there in position 3 on a SPY. Right now, we're going to pull this back. Let's get you some support here on Miss Market. Right here, 556. 556. You got some support on Miss Market. You got some really good support at 553 here on Miss Market. Let me take this out for you. I want to show you the big picture on this. Let me pull this back. I don't want to confuse everybody. You are down there in position 3. All right. Watch those support levels down there. You are not going to continue to short this, right? What are we looking for, VIP? What are we looking for, VIP, on the SPY? Put it in the chat. Let's go. What are we looking for? Toots Magoots with the rose. Hi-ho with the follow. What else are we looking for, Marky Brown? You're right. An event. Yes. What are we looking for? Yes. Break of structure. Very good, Todd. Looking for, are we ready? A higher low. And then go hammer that pig. What's next? Next. And that's why we win. Let's go.
We don't say we're going to chase it to the downside.
Oh, it's crashing. The market's gone. Everything's over. Oh, my God. I can't take it anymore. Okay, bye-bye. Good job, Sue. Sue. Remember the stock market go up? Well, if we pray on it, let's pray on it, everybody. Here we go. You ready? Okay, it should go up now. The Qs. Let's do the Qs. Right now, we are in a neutral state on the Qs. We are in position 3 to the downside here on the Qs. 15-minute, you're looking now. We're coming into a lot of 15-minute whip down here. Do you see it? So you have major support. I'm going to put you guys at 474 hold number. You're coming into it right now. You see this right here? This is support in this box, 74 right here. You're coming into that. You're in position 3. Yoo-hoo! I grew my, well, you mean you grew your portfolio 40%. You didn't grow to anything. You grew your portfolio 40%. Thank you a lot. You're welcome, Dan the man. We just got to fix that grammar, but I like you, baby. I like you, baby. AVGO. Here we go. What is he, an English teacher now? I was terrible in English. I was terrible in most. I loved history, though. I'm very good in history. Right now on AVGO, we are in position 1 to the downside. We are in a neutral state. AVGO. On the 5-minute, you got clearing. 15-minute, you don't. You got some pivots coming up here on AVGO. You got room down AVGO down to 187. The market's 187. Above 191.19 to the upside. Whoop. You got room up to 192.50 and 193. See this mess you have coming back up in? Be careful. Be careful. Take it whole number at a time. Opuna Matata with the rose. Remember, VIP is open. Since you asked, I'm going to tell you. TheVossTrading.com. Click the link in my YouTube bio or my TikTok bio, or just go to the website. The Voss, VOSS, Trading.com. $25 a month, $275 for the year. But I want people who love this game. I want people who really want to change their life. That's who we want. We want to help you. Will we? That's up to you in the end. But we want to help you. Remember, this is not financial, investment, or tax advice. This is for education purposes only. You must trade at your own risk. DD with the rose. Thank you, my DD. Sophie Foe. I like that name. Sophie Foe. I like AMD right now. Right now on AMD, we're in this narrow state. We're coming into this pivot right here on AMD. Let me pull this back a little more. We're way down here. I want this to go. I'm going to look for the reversal on AMD, okay? That's what I'm looking at, and I suggest a lot of you do the same. If you join, you have to work for sure, yes. A lot of people join, they come in, they see the education videos and all the training, and they see how hard everyone's working, and they're like, oh, I'm too lazy. See ya! But I like that, though. Hey, at least they admit it. Gabe itches. There's Gabe. He's got the itch. I love it. With the rose. Thank you, my Gabe. Hello. Going up to the granddaddy. What's up, Terrence? Netflix. Let's do it. Netflix. Let's pull these back. Let's do our Netflix. Yes. Right now, we are in a narrow state on Netflix. Neutral, yeah, I'll give you a narrow state on this. We're in position 2 to the downside. On the 5-minute, you look good. 15, you look good. AMD left without us. That's all right. You have room on Netflix down to 929.31. Boom. Smooth sailing. Boom. 929.31 on Netflix. Watch that 15-minute 200. That's a powerful little beast. On the hourly, above 955.31, you got room up to 972. There's your hourly 200. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Now go make a lemonade. Lorena! Hello, my Lorena. Apple. Lorena or Lorena? Am I saying that right? Be kind. Hello. Be kind, a-hole. I like that username. Thank you for the follow. Texas chick. We love Texas. Mind you, with the follow. Thank you. Apple. Apple, right now, you are in a neutral state. You are in position 2 to the downside here on Apple. We're going to bring you back to the 15-minute here first. You have room down to 210. Mark that down. 210 on Apple, okay? Above the whip zone here of 215, you want to get back over 215, you will have room up to 217, okay? What else are we looking at, my beautiful souls? TG Dog Great 8. Thank you for the follow. Rasa Moore with the follow. Can someone explain what he means when you look good? That means you look good, baby. You look good. Baba. Means nothing's in your way. Baba, look at this thing. Look at that powder hound ski slope. Hey, Powder, I got a ski slope for you. We're in a narrow state here on Baba. Let me get this mapped out. Oof, look at that thing. Yikes. Baba, we're in a narrow state. You're in position 2 to the downside. We got to go to the hourly on this. Here we go. Easy peasy. You have room down right here to the 200, 132.68 on Baba. Above the whip zone of 137.45, if you get back up there. 137.50. All right, above 137.50, you will have room up to 138 because that's where you have your hourly 8. Yuck. Baba is yuck. Gotta take a shower after looking at that chart. Here we go. You see, if you need to know what stock it is, everybody, right here. Boom. It'll tell you the stock. It'll tell you the time frame. See it? We got it? See, when I switch it, look. Here's a quiz. What do we got? AMD, 2 minute. Microsoft. We are at 58,370 taps. We should be ashamed of ourselves. Right now on Microsoft, we are in position 2 to the downside. On the 5 minutes, coming into pivots here. Don't forget those 5-minute suckers, okay? What position are we in? We're in a neutral state. We're in position 2, okay? Let's go to the 15. You're under the 200. On the hourly, you got some support here at 381. 381. Above 388, you have room back up to 391, okay? We did this already. Thank you for the follow, Kevsy Pie. And Daniel Ball with the follow. IWM, let's take a look at the 15-minute 200. There it is. 15-minute 200. Who's short into that? In position. Neutral state. In position 3. Into the 15-minute 200. I'm not sure of that. I don't know about you. Toots Magoots, you're over there on YouTube now. He's over there. He's over here. No, she. Leanne Snyder. How are you, sweetheart? Leanne, yes, it is. Toots Magoots. I love it. Of course you would be a Leanne, not a. I get it now. I get it, Toots. I got you. I got you. MU. MU, right now, you're under the 15-minute 200, Davion. You're under that 15-minute 200. You got room down to 96.42, and then that's where your hourly 200. That's going to be a lot stronger, but the 15-minute 200 is still strong. Yes. All right, folks. Gabe itches. I want to know where that itch is. DD1, Apuna Matata, Toots Magoots, Ryan Lyon, Meezy, Apuna Matata, Brad James, IDC, Hyper, Mike Jones, Twisted Stash, Usual Lovesick, Chicken Tights, Lino Rocha, Andrew, Mike Haight, the real Cortez Johnson. We're still looking for the fake Cortez Johnson. M. Steele, User, Sneal, Chewy, Manny being Manny. I want to know what he is when he's not being Manny. Carrie, Brad, Davion, Mark, Mesa, Elite, Pow Daddy, Powder, Leroy. Who else we got? Chef Joseph, JDM, Andrew Essner. And the first gifter of the day was, everyone say it with me, Jared. Yes, it is. Remember, folks, the VIP is open. Head over there to thevosstrading.com. You can click the link in my TikTok bio, YouTube bio, or just go to the website. Get in there. You'll have all weekend to start learning. So Monday, you have a little bit of knowledge of what you're doing, and we can start building on that, okay? Stop losing. Stop it. I love you all. VIP, we'll see you shortly in the VIP chat. And hopefully today we launched the new platform. We'll see, folks. We'll see you back on tomorrow morning here on TikTok and YouTube. Yes, on Saturday. I love you all so much. Have a great day trading, everyone. Options Friday. Choppy chop. Be careful out there. Watch your support and watch your resistance.